one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind to the times of the all I know. Hi, 我是文乐团的 Cam. We did his Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park, and I mean the place that Chester belongs is back here on Earth. He was a phenomenal artist, and he influenced a lot of people. His choice he made was probably not an easy one to make. I'm sorry that he felt like he was so alone and he had no one to talk to and nothing would get better. You know, the music world's gonna suffer because of it. He was a great artist.
最喜欢他的是 In the End， 听说他是被性侵长达6年还是7年时间，身边可能有一些忧郁症的朋友，就是多多关心吧。有一个巨星陨落这样子，所以蛮可惜。
一路好走，希望这个乐团可以继续下去。
就是还蛮意外，就是他会做这个决定。一个艺人应该就是会有很多因素吧，有些大众没有办法就是清楚了解的事情，然后他们可能也不方便讲，然后可能就累积的压力，然后他就是爆发这样。
应该是很错愕吧，就上吊就走掉了，就觉得怎么会这样
Linkin Park, Chester, rest in peace.
I was really surprised. I didn't really expect that he would have done anything like this. I know his music has always been very emotional. I was very sad to hear the news. I know that he was going through a tough time with Chris Cornell's death, so I understand. I wish that he could have gotten the help he needed before he did something to himself. I listened to Linkin Park when I was, younger, and it was one of the first bands I ever listened to. The music's always meant a lot to me, so I'm very sad to hear the news, and I wish the best to all his bandmates.
有点震惊，其实从小就听到他的歌长大，就这样突然走了，人生无常。
国小的时候很流行这个天团，然后走掉，觉得还蛮可惜的。一路好走 Chester。
不知道他41岁嘛，所以觉得很年轻。然后他是上吊的，不免会想到以前的消息，就是以前艺人自杀的消息，就觉得有点痛心，就这样。
就很可怜，观众请爱惜生命。
联合公园主唱 Chester， 一路好走。
我最爱Linkin Park的一首歌叫《New Divide》，希望Linkin Park可以继续走下去。
很像忧郁症上吊自杀嘛，可能他们那个行业真的压力真的会蛮大的。以前蛮多歌手都是忧郁症就这样过世，让自己的心情舒压一点，不一定要靠一些药物。Linkin Park 加油
！I've heard about their music and which is really good. I feel really sorry. We're all losing him. I just felt awful about what happened. My heart goes out to him and who he was as a person. Music aside, I mean, it's awful.
听到的时候很震惊，就觉得很难过。喜欢音乐的人呢，又损失一个巨星。Linkin Park, Chester 一路好走。
国外乐团主唱他们很多小时候都有创伤了，很伤心啊，因为一个很屌的主唱不见了。
从小就听他们很多歌
，Linkin Park 算是国中我最常听的一个乐团之一，然后他们也算是我听接下来乐风的启蒙团，
就是算是最早听到的比较摇滚的乐团，
也是很惊吓，然后因为也是小时候都有听啊，
是有点吓到，可是其实不会太傻眼了，因为其实就是之前就是看其他团员推特，就是他其实有点就是。比较阴郁的感觉出来吧，就是还有看他自己推，其实也有还蛮多比较负面的东西。然后再加上之前休团期的时候，其实是有听说，就是他休团期会那么久，其实好像是因为他自己有一些忧郁方面的病。他们这次最近开始重新出单曲之后，其实给粉丝是还蛮惊讶的，就是和以前风格完全进化的感觉。可是很可惜，对，就是这么快就死掉了。乐团都会这样嘛，就是我觉得很多音乐人就是红了之后会和自己当初的理念背道而驰，本来就是调试期啊，现在真的就调试不过来。因为 Linkin Park 他们比较早期的风格，其实就是到现在是经过很多次转变，然后团员也来来去去的。那我觉得身为主唱，其实和当初理念不一样，应该蛮挣扎的。
So I'm really upset to hear that, especially because I grew up with his music when I was younger. It was, oh man, it was such an influence on me. That Meteora CD was, oh my gosh, it was phenomenal music, such new music. But like his voice, I can't even copy it. I'm not gonna pretend. He had like 3 voices in one. It was amazing. I feel so bad that he felt so hopeless. And I know a lot of us have that same feeling. And I don't know how long he was feeling that for, and I don't know how long what his life was like. But it's always such a tragedy, right? There's always that question of, am I good enough? Is the voice, is what I'm doing, is it worth people listening to? Do I have anything new to say? Am I just wasting my own time? Can I do it? Do I make a difference? Like, there's feelings going through you all the time. And sometimes it's like, yeah, you feel like, yeah, you know, I connect with the audience, we created something new, and then there's some times where it's just like, what's the point? But I didn't think there was a greater purpose. Many times, honestly, I could see my mind going to similar places that Chester Bennington went. I believe there's a higher purpose. If you feel hopeless, then nothing can get you out of that. You feel like you're lying to yourself, like, oh, I can be happy, but why be happy if there's nothing to be happy about? Nothing's, like you can't get out of it. I mean, as an artist, I believe it all comes from God. You know, all emotions, good, bad. There's no good or bad emotions. There's just everything comes from God. So that's my own conviction. Creating music is hard. And also, same thing. You write a song, but like, is this song new? Is there a reason people should hear my song and not another song? And if you feel like your music's not worth hearing, then you don't want to create it. And then you get really depressed.